Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show THAT you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL buzz lately, you know that this offseason has been anything but quiet. And the rumor mill is heating up around a potential blockbuster move that could shake the NFC North to its core. We're talking about the possibility of Maxx Crosby, the relentless edge rusher from the Las Vegas Raiders, finding his way to the Chicago Bears. Yeah, you heard that right. And if this trade happens, it might be one of the most significant moves the Bears have made in recent memory, potentially transforming their defense and catapulting them into serious Super Bowl contention sooner rather than later. Let's break down what's fueling these rumors. The Raiders, sitting at an abysmal 2-14 record, are in full rebuild mode. They're looking to clean house, reset, and gather assets for the future. Maxx Crosby, a player who's been a motor for their pass rush since he entered the league, is seen as the prime piece to move. With his incredible production, over 69, 5 sacks, 439 tackles, 174 QB hits, and 24 forced fumbles in his career, Crosby is no ordinary player. He's the kind of game wrecker that can change the course of a game single-handedly. His PFF grade of 90, 5 and a pass rush win rate of 22. 3% place him firmly among the top 5 edge rushers in the league. His ability to pressure the quarterback, combined with his relentless motor and technical prowess, makes him a perfect fit for any playoff-bound team. The trade rumor. It's said that the Raiders are considering sending Crosby to the Bears in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a third-round pick in 2027. Yeah, that's a hefty price, but it makes perfect sense for the Raiders who are trying to shed their cap space, losing around $94 million in cap hit, so they can rebuild around younger players and draft picks. Moving Crosby would free up that cap space and help them prioritize their quarterback draft strategy, especially with the 2024 class loaded with talent. Plus, the Raiders are sitting on $18 million in cap space now, but face over $68 million in dead money for 2026, which makes moving veteran players like Crosby a smart move in the long run. On the Bears' side, acquiring Crosby would be a game changer. The Bears currently have a cap space of just about $5 million, which is technically negative after accounting for injuries like Sewell's Achilles tear that will keep him out all season. But reworking contracts, like restructuring Sweat's deal, could free up an additional $12 million or more. Adding Crosby to a defensive line that already features players like Watt and Hayward at their peak would be like adding a turbocharger to an already potent engine. The potential output: an extra 15 sacks per season, pressures increasing by over 85, and a significant boost in EPA per rush, pushing the Bears' pass rush from good to elite. Imagine Crosby lining up alongside players like Watt and Hayward, creating a nightmare for NFC North quarterbacks like Jordan Love and Justin Fields, who already face a tough defense in Chicago. This move could turn the front seven into a fortress, making Soldier Field a nightmare for any visiting offense. Not only that, but it would send a message to the rest of the league. Chicago isn't just competing, they're all in for a Super Bowl run. The odds for the Bears winning Super Bowl LXI have already improved from plus 5,000 to plus 2,500 if such a move materializes, reflecting the increased confidence in their championship window. And let's not forget the playoff implications. Crosby's presence, reminiscent of Von Miller's impact in the Broncos' Super Bowl 50 victory, could be the X factor that pushes the Bears over the edge. His ability to generate pressure, force turnovers, and close out games in tight situations could be exactly what Chicago needs to take that next step. Plus, his track record of success in close games, winning at a 23% higher rate in such scenarios, could be the difference maker in playoff battles. The NFC North is already competitive, with teams like the Vikings and Lions improving, but a player of Crosby's caliber could tilt the balance in Chicago's favor. Now the question is, what does this mean for the Bears moving forward? Well, if the trade goes through, it signals that Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus are serious about contending right now. They've already built a solid foundation with young talent like Justin Fields, Darnell Mooney, and their draft picks, but adding a proven superstar like Crosby would accelerate their timeline. We've seen how impactful a dominant pass rusher can be. Just look at the Mack trade years ago, which revitalized the Bears' defense and helped them reach the playoffs. Bringing Crosby into the fold could have a similar effect, turning the Bears into a nightmare for offenses in the NFC. Of course, there are risks. Giving up a first-round pick in 2026 is a big investment, especially considering the draft capital the Bears have already accumulated. But in today's NFL, you need to go all in if you want to win championships. The league has shifted towards high-impact players on both sides of the ball, and Crosby fits that mold perfectly. His durability, proven production, and ability to elevate the defense make him a rare commodity. And for a team like Chicago, that's exactly the kind of player you build around when you're trying to make that leap from potential to a real Super Bowl contender. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could reshape the NFC North. The Vikings and Lions have been aggressive in building their rosters, and the Packers are always in the mix. But the Bears acquiring Crosby would send a clear message. They're ready to compete at the highest level, not just for a playoff spot, but for the Lombardi Trophy. It's about establishing dominance in the division and making Soldier Field a fortress where opponents fear to come. And for fans, it's about witnessing a new chapter of Bears football, one where the defense is as intimidating as the offense, and the team as a whole is firing on all cylinders. Now, will this trade happen? Well, we can't say for certain, but the rumors are swirling, and insiders like Adam Schefter and Windy City Gridiron are hinting that talks are serious. The Raiders at 2-14 are in full rebuild mode, and parting ways with Crosby could be the move that sets that process in motion. The Bears, with their cap space and young core, are in a prime position to make a splash. If they do, it could be the move that defines their season and potentially their entire franchise's future. What's exciting about all this is the possibility. The NFL is a league of stars, and Crosby is one of the brightest. A move like this would not only energize the fan base, but also send shockwaves across the league. It's the kind of blockbuster that everyone loves to talk about. An underdog story, a rebuild accelerated, and a franchise that's ready to chase its destiny. And if the Chicago Bears can land Crosby, well, they might just be on their way to writing a new chapter filled with glory, pride, and a shot at that elusive Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So fans, what do you think? Is this the move that can finally put the Bears over the top? Would Crosby be the perfect piece to complement what they already have and push them into serious Super Bowl contention? Or is this just another rumor that won't materialize? Either way, it's an exciting time to be a Bears fan, and the possibility of adding a player like Crosby makes the upcoming offseason one of the most intriguing in recent memory. We'll be watching closely, bringing you all the updates and sharing every bit of news as it unfolds. The future of Chicago Bears football is looking brighter, and this potential trade could be the spark that ignites their championship chase. Stay tuned, Bears fans. The best is yet to come. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.